Okay guys, I want to get into the funner stuff today. We're going to get into NPCs. I'm going to show you how to use the NPCs and everything like that. So, I'm going to set my weapon override to default weapon just to show you. And I'm going to spawn a friendly NPC. Right click, spawn using tool gun. I'm going to spawn him, he doesn't have a weapon. So, as you can see that you're going to need to add a weapon to him. The only way you can do this is not like how I explained it in the first video where you spawn a weapon for a person. What you do is you hold your Q button, you go to your NPCs up here on this top white bar, click the drop down weapon override, and you can choose everything besides these first few right here. If you spawn these, it's going to make them drop the weapon when they die, and people are going to pick it up and start running around with them. That's not something we can do as admins. So I'm going to give him a 15S, and once you do a weapon override, you have to respawn the NPC. So you're going to go back to whichever NPC you want, right click, spawn using tool gun, and there you go. That is now him with his 15S due to the weapon override. Okay, so going to kind of go into a little bit more of an explanation of what we can and can't use. So there's really no reason why you should be using the birds or Father Grigori. Never spawn Father Grigori, as he has a shotgun that he will drop, and there's no real reason as to why you need to spawn him. Now you have your CGI Deathwatch friendly, hostile, and then you have your Trandoshans, CIS droids, Combine. You do not need to spawn anything under this menu while on the main server. And whenever you kill them, they drop the weapons or they leave the materials around from them dying. You can spawn roller mines because they can't be destroyed. Really, it just kind of rolls around and fucking fucks with people. Everything else will leave a material behind that we can't get rid of until the server resets. Go down to Deathwatch. Don't use these as they do not spawn in right. As you can see, all it does is spawn in holding the weapon. You need to make sure that you go to the CGI friendly and CGI Deathwatch friendly and CGI Deathwatch hostile. Humans and resistance. You don't need to spawn any of these unless you're a game master and you just want to have civilians in an event. But I would leave that for the event server with game master officer approval. Test NPC, you don't need it. Umbarans, same thing as droids and everything else. Don't spawn them with the certain weapons. Zombies. Okay, do not spawn the barnacles. The barnacles leave by materials that will be there for a while. Best thing is to not use them. Everything else, it's free game. Just don't go a little bit overboard. If you use a poison zombie, you can kill the body, but it'll still leave the head crabs around. So you just have a bunch of poison head crabs running around unless you destroy them. Okay, so that's it for explaining the NPCs over here. One thing you can do with the NPCs as well as setting their health is you can set their proficiency. So they're not always going to be crack shots or anything. You can change proficiency right here with this drag bar. Poor, average, good, very good, perfect. So as you can see, it'll tell you what it is and set it to perfect. Now, okay. This next thing I want to go over with y'all, this is how you basically make our NPC sims and everything. You can do an NPC sim, but use common sense as to what you can and can't do. Best thing to do is just to use either the NPC Antillians or the Antillian guards. Whenever you do it, you can set however you want your options at. But don't ever spawn more than maybe 10 at one time. That's if the server's dead. And whenever you put a spawner down, you have to wait. Oh wait. Oh look, the guards don't work on it anymore. Anyways, I'm going to go to the Antillians. So I'm going to spawn my NPC spawner, and this is what makes them crawl out of the ground. As you can see, this is what I have to do to make the spawner, and this is what will trigger the NPC sim in the sim room. Once you activate them, it's going to start spawning. Whenever you delete the spawner, it will delete all the NPCs that came from that spawner. Okay, and then that's it